Pro. I play this game a lot. I've beaten it. So we're here in the crew today, really hoping some friends get on. But today we're going to be introducing a challenge, hopefully. I do want to do that though, because that's an It's Not Fair lady. But, so I will be talking about today's challenge, but first we need to head to the challenge spot. So if you don't know, I'm a huge Pikes Peak fan. I love the Pikes Peak, area in this game. It's really cool. I actually spawned at the starting line, too. This is a previous, but if you don't know the Pikes Peak, the initial idea of the Pikes Peak run was an idea for me to bring this up with friends and to get each other to bring. Initially, it was supposed to be something me and my friends could do. So I'm going to be explaining the entire idea of this game, or of this, I guess, how would I say it? Challenge. Yes, I'm in the completely stock charger for this. We're gonna go start to run up Pikes Peak in this thing. Well, not really. I just might to take a different version, or a different car. But the point of it is to grab a car that you have and race it. Now, you may be thinking, oh, Jensen, you're gonna have all these OP nice little cars, what the hell, dude, why are you gonna do this? Well, I've come up with the initial idea of, instead of maybe going about this as a challenge, we go about this as a really good challenge, to get a car, build a car, and the only thing you can upgrade is brakes, suspension, and, handling components and wheels, and, rims and stuff. You can't do anything, weight reduction-wise, which is basically, this car is completely stock street spec. This thing is a street spec, it's completely stock. I've done nothing with it. You can see it's a pretty good car to take up Pikes Peak, because it's pretty quick. Well, the point of the race is initially to run Pikes Peak in a car that you've built with only those upgrades. Now, let's say, I was to go get the BRZ right about now, which I think I'll probably do here in a sec. And I'm probably gonna... The challenge is to take a car that you've built, that you can only do those, handling upgrades, under $50,000. Now, you can buy a car stock from the game, but you have to have a street spec for it. So, you can go in there and the car can be anywhere, basically. But the point of it is, you have to do this, but you have to do it in first person. So you have to basically know Pikes Peak pretty well to do it. Now, luckily, this 2015 has an LSD in it, not a straight axle, so it's not too bad, but you get the entire idea of having to run Pikes Peak in this car. Now, the reason I'm saying no power upgrades is because we don't know how our cars are going to handle, because if our car has a bunch of power, yeah, sure, but it might handle, complete garbage. Let's say I get to the top here, I might switch out to the full stock Lotus. Yeah, you see I was getting a little loose there. But you get the entire idea of doing this. So, let's head to the, back to HQ. Let's head to the initial order. So, I'm going to show you guys initially what the challenge would look like. Basically, the point of the challenge is to get a completely stock car that you have no street spec in. So, let's say, I'm just going to start walking through my cars. And if I don't have street spec in it, well, that might be the car. See here, I don't have the Raptor in street spec. I don't have the Ford Focus in street spec. These are all in street spec. I don't have the Mini Cooper in street spec. I don't have the Jeep Grand Cherokee in street spec. You can kind of see here that as I roll through these, I don't have the cars in street spec, so I can use them. So let's say I go to the street spec BRZ, which I need to change up a little bit because it looks like a stock BRZ. What's up? Sorry about that. So, we're going to be be hopping in here today and showing you guys the basis of the challenge. Now, probably for this challenge, I probably end up using the BRZ, a car that I've worked a little bit on. Thinking of changing the color up to like an orange. Look good. Ooh. Oh, neon green, not neon blue. Matte blue, no, chromes. Chrome black would look good, actually. Let's do this one. But basically, you're kind of getting the... I like this one a little cooler. It's got a splitter for it. Let's get there. Okay, so we're gonna put this thing back in like its street mode, I guess. So it's more a street car. Now, I do like the BRZ stock rims. They look good. Carbon mirrors, it's kind of ricey. Rear wing. Do a little lips. I like the wing, and then we can do stuff around the outside. So, this is going to be the BRZ. But if we go to performance, you can see I have level 1, except for motor core. The hell, this car's a 4-cylinder boxer engine game. The hell. Okay, yeah, they did it right. Basically, this is a 4-cylinder boxer engine, but everything else is complete bone stock. So, basically, I have to jump this car to bone stock. So, as you see here, now everything's bone stock. The car's a 320, but basically what we can do is we can do suspension, brakes, tires, and then nothing else. We can only do those things. So if we go to, like, tires... I don't have any tires, but I need to go to the street store to do it, but you know what the initial idea is of doing this. So now we have our stock BRZ. We're going to head out of here, and waiting for Caden to get on so that I can do this challenge with him sometime soon. But the point of it is we're going to go and we're going to take the BRZ up this hill. In stock street spec, it's not that bad of a car. Please don't comment I can't have my phone. I don't have my phone with me right now. Get on the corners. BRZ is a little peppy car. It's good for racing. We're gonna go take a nice little cruise. We're gonna try to get a Pikes Peak in this thing. So basically, the point of the challenge is to initially do this and then time yourself doing it. So like, I'm not timing myself. But the point of it is to attempt to stay as grippy as possible. That's why I'm saying let's only do suspension stuff, because this will happen. But I never said what we're gonna do them in. So I said I might use this BRZ, but I think I might filter it down to a different type of car. So still street spec, but let's take it down a notch to something that handles like poop and has a ton of horsepower. American boats. Yes. Big ol' fat American boats. Big block V8s, horsepower. That's what I'm talking about right there. And just speed. So I'm saying big American boats. Because this thing, they handle like poopy. Like you see I powered through that corner. If you start to get on the corner, the rear end starts coming, because there's no ABS, there's no traction control. There's none of that. Like, actually, you can drive all this, like, the assists on and stuff, but I don't do that. I drive with sport mode, so I think some of the assists are off. That's fine. Maybe it's a little bit more slidey, but I like my cars a bit slidey. So I do play now Need for Speed. I like to have a little bit of a power slide, because now I actually know what I'm doing with it. Okay, we're gonna finish whipping down here. This is one of the most dangerous parts of the race course right here. Because one, that'll happen, but two, if you're not careful, let's say I come back that way, I'll show you what I mean, because this happened to me. I wasn't driving this car, but I'll show you what I did. So it's at about here, I think would have been a good place to do it. I'll slam the NOS, get the thing down. I'll come around the corner, and then this is the worst spot to get caught. Going way too fast. That will happen to you. And now you're off track. And this is that would happen to me actually a couple days ago driving. A couple months ago that happened to me while I was doing Pikes Peak, and yes, I am gonna make this thing look different, by the way. Oh, this poor big block. I can't put the power down. I'm trying to keep it hovering, and it just doesn't want to grab up. So I can push it somewhere. Ah, you know, screw it. I'm gonna have to just get something off-road and do this the wrong way. I'll use this thing. So, you kind of get the entire idea. By the way, I also did this thing. Crap, I see him in the map. Something raid quickly. Get away. Is he on Pikes Peak? Oh, I don't think he's on Pikes Peak. Is he? Is he though? I don't think so. I do not want to fall down the road, because oh no. He's on Pikes Peak. Dump it. See if you can be sneaky. Crawl. This is kind of tough. Is he on peak? I think he's on the peak. I would assume he'd be on the peak. Oh god, yeah, dude, he's on the peak. He's coming. Holy shit, dude, he's coming. There he is. He saw me. Tried to hide. He's driving a Skyline too. GG, dude, GG. Let's go look at Skyline now. What he's doing. I think he was really prepared to see me back on this game in a while. I didn't pay attention to what the car was rated. Handles pretty good. That handbrake turn was pretty lit. The highlight of that race was getting that turn in. If I get down Pikes Peak, I might be able to escape on the highway. I feel like every time he's on, we always play like some kind of like runner game or thing where I try to get away and he chases me down. I'm gonna start doing some initial D stuff. You take the way inside line like you. Do that kind of stuff. Get away fast. There's also one part of the challenge for the no engine upgrade challenges. The only tire upgrade challenge is you can do this. You may not have horsepower. The funny thing is that I am going to be limiting the horsepower to any car that had a horsepower under 300 horsepower stock. That's going to be the limit, is 300 horsepower under stock, because if it's like a big American boat, it's going to be an issue. Oh, we got somebody coming up. That dude cut me off way good.
Be advised. Reckless driver spotted. Pursue and apprehend.
Heard and understood.
Everybody's questioning himself right now, like, why is he losing to a Ford? One, he challenged me to a mountain race, which was not a good piece at all, because I know Pikes Peak. My tactic is to just cut those corners deep, like, so you probably won't get it, but it's an initial D tactic.
Driver in the vicinity. Be on the lookout.
10-4.
Alright guys, I think I'm going to end this video
video here. Hope you guys had a great day, and #popcorn.